Hey, what's going on, guys? Hex coming back into the brand new video, and man, I gotta say, this show just has the best couples, right? I mean, not even best couples, but the best couple in anime that I could say I've seen, probably. I mean, in terms of couples, I'm not talking just relationships, but couple-wise, man, I love Mai and Sakuta's relationship. It's just really spectacular, spectacular in a comedic standpoint, and a serious standpoint, and in a, it's more mature. It's not as cliche, It's okay if a relationship is really a couple's antics or their conversations and character interactions are a little bit cliche at times, sure. But the fact of the matter is, cliche is really not even a thing in terms of couples in anime, because there are barely any couples in anime. And that's why I've said before, if you're someone new watching the video, that's why this show's so good. We get a couple established in the beginning, and not a couple established as the end of the anime, at the end of the anime. Because then what this allows us to do is explore new character interactions that we don't get to see. Because animes just have this cliche of, hey, if we're going to let these two be together, we're going to make sure it's when the series ends. But that opening press conference with Mai Senpai just kind of letting the media know, this is embarrassing. Yeah, I am embarrassed. You may be wondering why I am, because I'm a celebrity. I do this all the time, and I never show embarrassment. I'm just so fluid with how I act, right? There's no kind of hiccups in my attitude and or persona, because this is a little bit different than showbiz. This is me having my first boyfriend and announcing it to the world, basically, with all these cameras on me. Of course, I'm going to be a little bit fluttered, you know what I mean? So she's going to be having the butterflies, and I just like that. It made so much sense. It's so cool, and I could definitely see that happening in real life. Hell, it probably has really happened in real life before. Some celebrity kind of got caught with somebody, it's their first relationship, and they're probably all over about it. Who knows? So other than that, though, him shouting at the window, "I love you, Mai Senpai," again, was a terrific scene. Had me laughing for quite some time, actually. And that's something that I just did not really see coming in this episode, and or during that scene in general. It's just, I love Sakuta. I think he tries to kiss her, right? Sakuta's just such a cool character. He's so funny. He's so genuine. And I think that's why we all could agree that's why we gravitate to him. So, other than that, so let's hop on to the main topic, because there wasn't a lot to talk about today, because this was really essentially a setup episode. So Kade has puberty syndrome again, it seems as if, right? So we see a mark on her neck as she's, just tallying up all these goals that she wants to meet and just checking some of them off. And you'd think, hey, everything's going good. She's wanting to take the next step forward. She's wanting to get out of the house. And next thing you know, you see a mark on her neck when Sakuta goes into her room. And then we hear at the end of the episode that she actually has no memory. She's lost her memory. And that's something to me personally to where I'm wondering why that is. At first I was like, it's because of Sakuta. We noticed how she's been really, really clingy to him. Sakuta even makes a reference on the train that, people may only look at you kind of weird because you're just kind of snuggled up to me like a koala. That's like you're latched onto me like a koala bear would be. And I like that reference, but I like how they said that in the show. But at first I thought it was maybe it's because of her she loves Mai. She loves that Mai's with Sakuta, but maybe it kind of stirs her up inside a little bit. And she's also said during one of those things that if I can't start going outside, then if you marry someone, I'm gonna be part of the package. And I thought maybe that's kind of a cover up too at the same time of how Kade really felt about her brother. Like, we know that on her goal list that she said flirt with Sakuta, so I was like, maybe she's just super, I guess, not jealous per se, but she feels lonely to a degree because she knows that Sakuta will leave her for, well, potentially Mai Senpai eventually, over time. So the other thing I saw was the school. So we saw the character from school come back, and Kade didn't know, or whether, I don't know if Sakuta is totally speaking the truth about her losing her memories, but we're gonna assume he is, because the show has not gone down that route to where Sakuta's lying like that yet. So I'm wondering if she's lost her memories because of her isolation from school, because one of her goals was to go back to school, right? So it's making me wonder if she goes back to school, she'll regain her memories. I mean, I don't know what memories she's lost per se, because it seems as if she remembers Mai. I mean, she realizes that she hasn't gone outside in forever, but maybe it's just everything from the moment she decided to be a shut-in and everything like before that is gone, you know? Does she remember her parents? Who knows? Or is it just strictly kind of the school and the people that were there at the school that she went to that she forgets, you know? Maybe it's something to where it's not necessarily puberty syndrome per se, but I mean, it is puberty syndrome. That's the show's main theme is puberty syndrome, adolescents going through struggles of their life and it affecting them in a harmful way, in a supernatural way. But it makes me wonder if it's just something to where Kade had, you know, stressed so much, it caused so much mental pain on her that, you know, to the point to where she just kind of shut it out of her mind. So, for example, you know, whenever females give birth, actually, the pain usually and or sometimes is so intense to where they don't even remember giving the birth in and of itself because it's so physically painful to the point to where it just kind of is too mentally painful, even the stress. So it's making me wonder if something like that. I did not think they were going to bring back Kade's puberty syndrome, but I will say this also about the Kade scene to where she actually steps outside and you see Sakuta crying. Whenever Sakuta cried, that really got to me because he's a character that is supposed to be so strong, so mentally tough to where we don't get to see him that look vulnerable. We don't get to see people make him look vulnerable per se. And what I really loved about that scene was Kade's kind of... she's that idea, that concept of Kade not being able to go outside has been there since episode 1. Like, it's been a foundation of the series. Like, we've known it. It's been one of those. It's kind of as if Kade was the mascot of the series, right? It's almost as if she is a mascot of the series with that panda outfit, always staying inside. You know, it's one of the core plot points, I guess, per se. I mean, now it's a plot point, but it wasn't always, but it has always been something that's been there. And we get to see it every episode. We get to see her every episode. We get to wonder, is she going to go outside? And now we're getting that. So when we see her actually take those steps, we see her break down and Sakuta break down with her, it just makes a really great emotional impact. And I really love that. I love how the show handled that. That's, you know, it just shows that the author, once again, like I said in previous videos, he's just really freaking meta, man. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to write this story. He's so self-aware. If people don't know what meta means, that means self-aware. So I really enjoyed that. I thought that was special. And it's just, once again, you know, the author's meta. Kaya's been there. She's been like a mascot. She's someone who doesn't play the biggest role in the story. She really didn't get the most screen time until what, these past 2 episodes or so, right? 2 or 3, ever since Maya actually started coming over and staying at his house. I mean, you really got to think about it. She really sticks out that much, even though hasn't really been here that much since the past 3 episodes. She's really kind of been a main character, even though it wasn't even her character arc. So that's pretty cool that the show is able to do that. It just shows that the writing's good. It just shows that the anime studio, Cloverworks, did a great job of presenting Kade's character. It showed how they did a fantastic job of subtly inserting her into the story throughout the first, like, 5 episodes, and then kind of making her, you know, kind of sliding her into the main cast the last 4 or 5. So that's really impressive. It is emotional. It was a great scene. It's just so cool how subtle they were and discreet about fitting her into the story to where, like, we get to that scene and it all just kind of hits us right in the face. That's pretty special. You don't really get to see that often. Great writing. I mean, really good writing. Really impressed with this show once again. So, as always, guys, you guys have been Hex. Be sure to leave a like, a comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, X25. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Thanks for watching, guys.